America, a land of dreams and endless possibilities, the land of the free, the beacon of democracy, a place where liberty and justice are cherished. But is that image starting to crack? Are the foundations of our nation beginning to show signs of wear? A shadow is spreading across the nation. It's subtle, insidious. It creeps in unnoticed, like a thief in the night. It's the creeping threat of American fascism. Many dismiss this notion, thinking it could never happen here. Fascism, not here. Not in our America. This is the land of freedom, after all, but history teaches us a dangerous lesson. It shows us that no nation is immune. Fascism doesn't announce itself with a bang. It doesn't come with grand fanfare. It creeps in slowly, disguised as patriotism and promises of greatness. It wears the mask of national pride. We see the warning signs. They're all around us if we choose to look. They're flashing red, demanding our attention. Ignoring them is perilous. Ignoring them is a mistake we cannot afford. The cost is too high. We must confront this uncomfortable truth. We must face it head on. The future of our democracy depends on it. Our actions today will shape the America of tomorrow. To understand the present, we must confront the past. History is not just a series of dates and events. It is a mirror reflecting our current realities and future possibilities. The rise of fascism in the 20th century offers a chilling blueprint. It shows how fear and uncertainty can be manipulated by those seeking power. Economic turmoil, social unrest, and a sense of wounded national pride created fertile ground for its growth. People were desperate for change, for a savior to restore their dignity. Think of Germany after World War I. Humiliation, economic collapse. The Treaty of Versailles had left the nation in ruins, both physically and psychologically, a yearning for a return to former glory. This desire was skillfully exploited by those who promised to make the nation great again. This despair fueled the rise of Hitler and the Nazi Party. Sound familiar? The echoes of the past are loud and clear. The United States today faces similar challenges: economic instability, social divisions, and a fractured political landscape. Recessions, social divisions, and political polarization have left many feeling vulnerable and unheard. The parallels to the past are striking. These are conditions ripe for exploitation by authoritarian figures promising easy solutions. History warns us, but will we listen? Democracy is fragile. It relies on shared values, respect for institutions, and a commitment to the common good. But in America today, these pillars are under attack. Voter suppression tactics, often disguised as election integrity measures, are disenfranchising millions. The free press, a cornerstone of democracy, is labeled the enemy of the people. The judiciary, meant to be a check on executive power, is increasingly stacked with partisan judges. These are not isolated incidents. They are deliberate attempts to erode the very foundations of our democracy. Section 4. Silencing the opposition. A hallmark of fascism is the silencing of dissent. Those who dare to question the leader or challenge the narrative are deemed enemies, traitors, or unpatriotic. We see this happening today. Protests are met with excessive force. Journalists are harassed and discredited. Academics and experts are silenced or ridiculed. Social media, once hailed as a tool for democratization, is now used to spread disinformation, sow division, and silence dissenting voices. This creates a climate of fear where people are afraid to speak out for fear of reprisal. Section 5. A call to action. This is a crucial moment in our history, a time when every voice matters and every action counts. This is not a time for complacency. We must rise to the occasion and make our voices heard. We must be vigilant defenders of our democracy. It is our duty to protect the values and principles that define us. We must recognize the warning signs of fascism and call it out wherever we see it. Educate yourself. Knowledge is power, and understanding these threats is the first step in combating them. Understand the tactics used to erode democratic norms. Be aware of the subtle and overt ways in which our freedoms can be undermined. Support organizations fighting to protect voting rights and defend the free press. These institutions are the backbone of a healthy democracy. Hold your elected officials accountable. Demand transparency. Your representatives should work for you, not for special interests. Reject divisive rhetoric and fear-mongering. Stand up against hate and promote unity within your community. Engage in respectful dialogue with those who hold different views. Building bridges is essential for a cohesive society. The future of our democracy depends on an engaged and informed citizenry. Stay informed, stay active, and encourage others to do the same. Silence is not an option. Every voice, no matter how small, can make a difference. We must act now before it's too late. The time for action is now, and the responsibility lies with each and every one of us.